All right, parents, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is rounding. Rounding really hasn't changed since we were kids, but the really when we round is now a whole lot more uniform. I wanted to show you this very simple problem here. The purpose of rounding is so that you can quickly find an estimate. So I have a lot of parents and a lot of kids who would go ahead and work this problem out, and when they do that, it really defeats the purpose of rounding. And I just want you to know, if my math isn't on par today, I've only had 1 cup of coffee and it's spring break, so cut me some slack there. And then I'll see a lot of kids round, and they'll round to whatever the problem says, the nearest tens or hundreds or thousands. But when you work the problem first before rounding, you've wasted time. So the kids need to round before they do any math at all, any addition, subtraction, division, or multiplication. When the problem is not specific as to where to round to, like what place value, I tell the kids to look at the answer choices and go from there. That will tell them. When it is specific, like let's say this was to round to the nearest hundreds, the 2 in 1,623 is not enough to bump the 6 up. So we would just get 1,600. And the 7 in the 8 in the tens place is enough to bump the 8 up to 900. And see, when you get this, it's incredibly easy for them to subtract without doing mass quantities of work. Okay, and the answers are pretty similar. Now, sometimes you will see something called using compatible numbers, and that's going to be another video, so pay close attention, and I think you guys will understand what is all the chaos about.